about sex and everything in marriage. Now we'll talk about sex drives. Is there anybody in here?
What do you mean by sex drive?
Like, you know, when you hot and sometimes the man will, you know, it's not as high as usual.
Wait, there's different sex drives?
Yes, girl.
School me. Let me know.
Tell you, okay, let me
tell me about it.
Sometimes, okay, I'm gonna put my shit out.
Okay, put
so
your shit out there.
I feel like I'm hot. I'm pretty sure about this. Okay. My sex drive is hot. Okay. So sometimes, Mususa, I'm ready to hop on. Homeboy, not about it. So at first, I felt like it was an insult. Like,
yeah, we talked about
okay, you're not finding me attractive, but I had to read, Google. That sometimes some women are plus chaud parce que garçons, and sometimes garçons are plus chaud parce que femmes. Because we're thought that men have a higher sex drive than women most of the time. But as you go into marriage, you have to. I thought, I was taught that every man was chaud. Like I just gotta hop on, he's ready to go. Yeah. But sometimes Sammy is more the guy. Like I have to. Dress up, have lingerie, walk back naked and everything. Get him, move it. So I would like to know if y'all had experienced that as well.
Let me look. I think a lot of times, right? She like her sex drive is high, but the fact that she knows I'm working, or I come home from a 13-hour shift, she's like, he's tired, and I'm like, listen, man. Hey, listen, man. I've been working all day, and with this job, listen, man. You got zoo. You going in? Jeudi soir.
We putting dates out.
Remind me tonight.
Okay, I will. No, but it's like a lot of time, but we just know. Yeah. I don't know, it's like.
So it's never been a dispute. Like,
it's like she's never turned me down really for sex. I've never turned her down in a 2 year.
Do you feel like you don't want to turn her down, or if you really don't feel like it, you would actually turn her down?
I'm always in the mood for it. That's the thing.
But
it's like it's always you want to have it, we out. If you don't, it's fine too.
Okay.
So that's how I am.
So you're not being turned down. You understand that she's not about it.
I understand, but that situation doesn't really come up much.
Do you think? But Steph, do you feel like he understands, or you just don't turn him down because you feel like he wouldn't understand?
I think he understands, but I'm talking about his point of view. What he just said about not turning me down. I feel like maybe Lee turned me down because. Like, I'm so sensitive that I would take it to the next level. Because he never says no. Comprends-moi?
But guess what? It's like when you're tired, that's when you do it the most. It's the best. And I promise you. And it's like when I'm more tired, that's when she gets the best. That's when it's like she's
like sometimes we got Jeff Sukabana. He looks like he's about to die.
Are you killing the man?
But he doesn't say no. He doesn't say no, and Kaku deep down inside, même lem qu'on aime fin. But you feel bad. I feel bad because I'm like shitly tired. Like, why did I do that? And then the thing is, Kaku. Lower Kaku Stefan Abdami Konsa, I like quick rough sex. And then sorry guys.
Why are you sorry?
But Kaku feel bad after. I'm like,
you don't feel bad.
I just raped the man.
That was it just go to the bathroom, everything back and just flip.
Those are the best ones. When you finish, I don't know how you call it.
It's like they will finish, baby. You thirsty, put the jus, put the love out.
I don't know, I feel bad.
I feel bad.
No, that's the thing. My thing, she thinks I'm tired, but for me, it's like for guys, you could be tired, but from the moment, I mean, me personally, I could say, it's like the moment, it's like,
let's go.
Turned on automatically. But what about you guys? Like, I know.
Make love to me, my nigga. Come on. You gotta make love to me.
But what about you guys? In you guys' case, is the sex drive the same? Is it different? Did you have to talk about it? How is it?
Ok. Je vais faire un exemple. Là. Samuel là. C'était au début, tu vois. Là, Samuel là, quand il a commencé à adapter ma belle.
Ok, let's get up.
Okay, that's
Et
good.
Samuel pas jamais dit non, so Samuel toujours prêt.
Et pour police, yo.
I feel like you feel bad. You wouldn't say no, but you really always ready though.
Always ready, man.
No, like,
No, let him answer.
yeah.
Toujours prêt.
Look, the minute, même à la solide des fois, man, if she passes by, I don't know, it's just something, I don't know how to say it, and I know for a fact it's not an addiction either.
Okay.
Because it's not, because I know it's not because it doesn't happen for everyone, you know?
Yeah.
But the person that you're with, it's just something about them when they walk around you and you're like, damn, yeah, I want that.
Ooh.
You know? And then the fact that you know that, okay, so madam, I can't have that. So you go and go get that. So it's always, I don't know, it's always like that for
Samuel
me.
reminds me of the preacher. Jésus a fini.
But one key let me vraiment I learned to control it. It's like when she was pregnant. Like during the pregnancy, something happened, then like we couldn't have it as much no more. And the whole time she was so worried. Like I think we did like 4 months.
Oh my.
Was that hard?
That's the thing.
You wouldn't be able to last for about
That's the thing. For me, it's like I'm always ready, but I can control myself. It's like I could do 4 months without having it. The whole time too. The whole time, she was like, "Are you okay,
Maximum
man?"
probably like, oh my God.
Samuel can't do a week.
Bamzu. The way I would do it if there's a specific reason that I know that okay, I can't have it because it's something m'oblige put my drive aside for the betterment of the other person too. Because I'm like, crap, okay, yeah, I want that, but if I go and do that, something's not gonna work out. I cannot be selfish either.
But
So I have to adjust myself. That's where it comes to lower my sex drive to match my partner.
Alright.
Well, how you lower your
I'm
sex
coming
drive?
back with a question. We keep going.
Because like,
That's your problem. It's like
Wait, let Sam finish. Go ahead.
yeah, because basically when you were talking about sex drive, obviously there's high, there's low, and then
medium.
a lot of the time when you reach in marriage, not everyone's gonna have the same. Like she says, I'm way up there, and then she's getting there. You know, in the marriage, you know what ends up happening? Mine ends up lowering a bit, and hers ends up going up a bit, so we could
Match.
I wouldn't say level up just yet, but it's getting there. You know? So when I'm telling myself that I couldn't wait or I don't want to wait, it all depends on what the situation at hand is.
Okay.
You understand? So if I know it's something important, if it's crucial that I can't have it, I know for a fact that I train myself. I say that, you know what, I cannot have it. I'm not gonna have it. But as soon as that situation's over, you better believe you won't get it. That's it.
Go ahead and say what you guys are gonna say, but I have a question for the ladies after.
Wait, I think Jeff was saying something.
Go ahead.
No, like in the situation for me, it's like it was like right after we got married. So it's like I think
Give him the mic.
2 months later, that's when she got pregnant too. So you know, law effect my ear, man. Listen, man, we were worse than rabbits, man. It was listen, man. It was bad, guys. Listen, man, yo. It was bad. So it's like right after that, and then boom, pregnancy, and then you had to stop for like 4 months. It's like it really thought you know what I mean? That's why she was like, I know, like it just changed. Are you sure you're okay? Every day she's like, how are you doing this? You okay, bro? I'm like, cool, man. It's like
just like Sam was saying, you know there's a situation you can have it, so you relax. I understand.
And I think it's important for you to talk to your mate too. You have to check in with that person. If you know that person is up there, you're down there. You can't just be selfish and just be like, okay, well, you know,
But does that mean that I have to force myself to do it too, just because I know you're up there?
No, but
forcing.
you should check in.
It's not
I
forcing.
don't feel like doing it.
Bamzu, it's not forcing. That's where they're meeting each other. No, Thunder. Listen. That's where the compromise.
but guess what? Not pas 4 months là. Not pas 4 mois ça. Not pas 4 mois là. A lot of time, nous pas faire it's because she wasn't into it no more. Her sex drive really went down. That's the thing. She was not into it. So par contre, you know what I mean? Après, level t'as commencé, that's when situation in passé, she went to the doctor, taken by with blood, so we had to stop. So it's like she said, she's like, I know it's not the same and all that stuff, but it's just.
But what you need to understand too, what you guys need to understand, I'm not saying it's not forcing per se, But what I'm saying is, even if you cannot, because the thing is that in marriage, the sex is included too. Okay? Believe it or not, moun ka do sa ou vle, société man di sa ou vle, at the end of the day, nan mariage, sex la is in the package. So believe it or not.
What do you mean by in the package?
Yeah, I want to know.
Because marriage is a whole. No. I'm not talking about that.
What package?
Look, marriage is about sharing your life in every way.
Okay.
And sharing yourself.
Okay.
On the platter.
You know, when it says in every way, including sexually.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, once you're in the marriage, you're locked in. You cannot step out to give that body to anyone else or that person with you.
Unless you're for polygamy.
I mean, you understand?
I see Jeff saying,
So
I'm not saying
talking about body. It's just because
you know,
in, like a marriage. Nobody's.
So I'm not saying per se you have to force yourself, but you need to, you know, kind of keep in mind that, look, I'm with that person. I am aware of their sex drive. Okay, just the same way that they're aware of mine, they're able to suppress theirs for you. You gotta be able to, you know, try to reach. That's why I said try.
No, but I feel like comme des cadeaux, moi dis en créole, m'bral l'école et puis Samuel just dit en français je vais à l'école. Parce que I feel like c'est même si quand forcing, you just put it in a beautiful way that it sounds so.
It's not forcing because I said it takes work because you know. It's understanding also because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, by practicing it does not become forcing.
I shouldn't have to practice it. It should somebody that would be natural.
No.
Okay.
Why I'm saying that, because a lot of the time the woman says that their sex drive is low. Okay, you're not interested or whatever. A lot of them say that. But once they get into it, oh shit, they start enjoying it. Okay. The thing is that sometimes you just need to take the step to know. You may feel like, hold on.
I'm going to talk to you. No, a lot of time it's not really low. It's just because you haven't experienced the best thing yet, or you're not comfortable yourself to get to that level yet, or maybe or you had a trauma in the past that makes you think that you're not into it.
That's what I said.
But then again, you open up and you see, okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, but it's not like forcing you. It's like trying to take the step to see where it leads, and then.
I understand what you mean, but I still don't agree with another thing you said. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think I kind of understand. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think I kind of understand what direction he's trying to take with that conversation. There's two things though that I kind of couldn't put like while I was talking, and I have a question. The first thing is about when he was saying, you might go into it, ou penser li low, and then you go and you like it heightens because of the fact that your perspective changed.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was blind, but now you see. Hallelujah. No, but what happens when okay, it's low, but you're willing to try, and then it still is low.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Moun nan go obligation. In my opinion, I feel like moun nan yes. So, Jean t'a dit on soulève un bon point, and we spoke about it in the episode that I featured in when we were talking about how when we're in a monogamous relationship, we're giving our all to somebody else, and as you said, we're including the sexuality. So yes, we have to keep in mind not that I have to give you sex, but I want for you to be satisfied, right? But in the same breath of for example, c'est moi-même qui ont low sex drive, and then I have a boyfriend named Jay. Let's act like
husband.
Okay, a husband, right? Sorry. Thank you. You know, it's because I'm single out here. So I have okay, yes. So I have a husband named Jay, right? And Jay has a high sex drive. So the same way I have to tell myself, I have a low sex drive, but I want to satisfy Jay. And I know that in one of those ways it would be like opening myself up a little bit more sexually. Jay has that obligation as well to see, okay, now she doesn't really want, like she has a low sex drive. So let me finish, go jump away. Okay, I'm forcing myself to come to you and be like, okay, let's do it. And you have to, in that same breath, see, nah, babe, you don't want to do this. You don't need to be doing this. You see what I'm saying? So c'est dans ce sens que it wouldn't be necessarily forcing. Forcing comme en connotation péjoratif. Non, c'est pas ça. C'est pas ça. C'est parce que gros gens font ouais mouna. Like, okay, not one example. You know how Stephanie, she was saying like sometimes she sees Jeff is tired and she interprets it as him not really wanting to but doing it anyways, and she feels bad for that, right? It's that same feeling. It's like, even though I want something, okay, whatever. But okay. But you should take that person's needs and that person's being in consideration. You're giving your
but
goal.
What Sam is trying to tell you is vice versa.
His
being into.
But that's what I'm saying as well. You know? So it's forcing only if it's one. I feel like it's forcing
both sides though. Like you guys can't only say it's forcing one way. He's forcing.
Okay, so then my question
feeling as well.
Okay, but my question then would be, so I have two questions actually. So the first one is for the married couples. Is was that conversation had prior to marriage? How did y'all have the conversation about what you think your sex drive is, or if you already explored it, what is your sex drive? And the second question is, see. Catherine Webb dit it's forcing on both sides. Is the forcing bad? And also, if it is bad, then should both people not force? And what would that result into? So those are my 2-3 questions.
I think I see where you're going. You know, when you put the forcing, I see it as in marriage there shouldn't be any forcing. There's working together. You know, we're both working together to get to a point. So like. I know where yours is, you know where mine is. We're not gonna play yourself and be like, oh, I never know, I gotta force this. No, I got in the marriage, for my case, I got in the wedding knowing where yours was.
Okay, so and you guys discussed it prior.
Yeah, and you knowing where mine is, we still decided to go in there. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put a plan out to be like, look, you know what I'm gonna do? Is maybe sometime I'm gonna try to go less. Even though I used to think that I want to do this every day, the fact that I know you cannot do it every day, okay. How about we do it like 3 times a week or 2 times a week or something? Come to something. You gotta meet me somewhere.
Yeah.
You know? And it's if you consider it as forcing, you were not ready to get in that marriage.
Right. Ok. Une question. Et un coup, c'est pas on va équilibrer, but ton exemple. Disons que, ok, nous décidons que nous faisons 3 fois par jour. Sinon, semaine. 3 fois par jour? Par semaine. Je voulais dire 3 fois par semaine. Puis en semaine, ok, gonjou m'pas sous ça. On joue sous ça, m'pas sous ça. Mais est-ce que vous devez forcer pour me faire?
Non.
Parce que nous t'ai décidé que nous faisons 3 fois par jour. Puis si m'pas sous ça, ou dit pour qu'il soit pas ici on l'autre bagaille. Moi juste pas sous ça, m'pas sous ça.
Mais Kounia, là on même break on bagaille nous t'ai set up. Guess what? The next time you gotta know how to reinitiate it too. By the way, because what I would say is it's as if si nous get to come to an understanding of where our drive is, okay? And then nous set up a plan pour comment nous can meet each other.
Oui, 3 fois par jour.
Like disons, nos 3 fois par jour, nous dit exemple, nous dit lundi, mercredi, vendredi,
Semaine.
Nous dit n'a fait lundi, mercredi, vendredi. Okay?
Yes.
Lundi, bâton. OK? Mercredi, nous vini
bâton.
Non, mercredi ou dimanche, pas capable. OK? M'pas besoin. OK? Vendredi, nous vini.
Li pas capable encore.
Non, bâton.
OK? Bâton? Samedi, sous ça.
Ou de mon jour.
So va dire.
Ou de mon jour.
Non, c'est ça. Ma soeur, si m'est obligé par
Non, est-ce que m'es obligé?
Non, c'est ça.
Nous pas tout fini.
You see, and that's my point right there.
Nous pas tout fini.
Hold on.
Non, c'est un peu fini.
Nous pas tout fini.
Jeff dit qu'on s'allie nous on joue. Go ahead.
C'est que disons son bagage n'a pas essayé de travailler, son plan nous t'est fait, pas vrai? So, if you're able to step out of the plan, okay?
Yeah.
Même non, on comprend ça, okay?
Quand step out
And
of
I'm
the
like,
plan
you know, it's cool. M'pas senti son obligation pour moi que m'étais obligé de craser schedule moi, okay?
Yeah.
Why on the female side automatically you put your guard up and say like kunya m'bral obligé ba ou?
Well, it's not on the female side.
That's what she just said.
Hold on.
Non, but c'est choisi.
Non, et parce que nous pas quitter fini.
Mais qui t'a fini?
So what I'm saying is, you know, if I'm able to adjust to it, you know, if Saturday I ask you, okay, and you said no again, okay?
What happened?
Would you know? Look, me the way I am, I expect that.
What avoidable let's say
No,
man?
Tony.
Wait. You expect?
I would say that, in my case, I would expect that. Look, you know, for the next time, I need you to be able to try to initiate it.
Okay, baby.
Okay.
Bertie Momzon
Think
bagay.
hard and long about what you just said. Go.
Bertie
Because
Momzon.
I think-
Wait.
Wait. Bertie Momzon bagay.
I think that's not-
Go. Bertie, m'go ti vidéo pour ti vidéo a dit comme ça que marriage is not for better for worse. The moment it gets worse, it's no longer your problem.
But man, right? My whole thing is like,
Nah, Samuel.
it's like from the moment you doing that, it's like that 3-time agreement that it fucks it all up.
Yeah.
It fucks it up.
No,
It's not.
Hold on, let him
You see, that one word I need you guys to think about. I mean, I just said it. Organic.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay? So,
Well, let
me,
go ahead.
I think I agree with Jeff.
it's like 3 days later.
So exemple that bail m'dap di nan ka ou nou connaît problème nan,
Yeah.
n'a essayer ranger le 11 jan.
Mais tu dis encore.
Is it really a problem though?
No,
My question is it really a problem if parce que sous-jeune on sait parce que quel paquet de bagaille qui matter et tu
Yeah.
No, man, right now we're talking about sex.
Yes,
so
I
let's stay to
agree,
the
but what I'm
subject,
saying,
okay?
I understand that. What I'm trying to tell you is like, si sex drive là, différent, right? Différent. Le fait que nous parlons de ça, est-ce que really set it up the way you're going about it is the right way? Parce que moi, je vous dis ça. You know, avant d'entrer dans notre sujet qui est fond, on bagaille les white lie, just to then get like, there's white rape.
Okay.
Because once you start adjusting just to please, you're not happy.
So it goes both ways.
Yes, it does.
No, except on your part, nobody's raping you when you're not doing it.
Exactly. You see, white lie is like, I'm just gonna say that to cover myself. White rape is just she doesn't agree, but she just said, okay, you know what? This man's high.
We had an agreement.
Yeah, I missed one day.
You want it, so
Yeah.
I have to give it to
It's
us.
not even that. I missed one day. I had to make up for the other
But
day.
in that case, the plan itself.
That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be there.
No,
you buy a plan?
it shouldn't be there, no.
No, it shouldn't.
Trying to outline. Attendez. Listen, because what I was saying is, ou konnen si gon bagay an kote and you trying to come up with a solution with it, okay? You trying to come up. That's hypothetically talking, okay?
Yeah.
You're trying to come up with a solution, okay? When you say that, moun n'a pas senti de l'argent, so it means that when we were tracing that plan, it was not genuinely done in the first place, one?
Yo, m'comprends ça veut dire. Moi, ça m'a fait
Pas de bon
tout.
plan, man.
Sex drive is never a problem. What I'm telling you, sex drive ou ka ou, li juste ou. Sex drive moun nan ka ba, li juste ba. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
Le fait que n'avait essayé come up with solutions,
Yeah.
that means it's a problem. It is not. Bon Dieu crée moun nan avec DNA pal. Li
Yeah.
kon jale. So basically, you know, the only way you go right about this discussion, c'est si chaque moun joue the exact same drive.
Amen.
Not the exact.
Intervention. There's two things also. So the first one,
At least it's natural.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so-
Get to your point, Nash.
okay.
Get
So the
to
first thing that was going through my mind as I was
Yes.
hearing this whole discussion was that nous pas robot, okay? So there's 3 times a week. If si manque une si fait moins heures, faut mal faire plus.
No,
This feels like mathematics.
Wait, you have to understand that he was giving an example.
I know, we
I get it.
know.
I'm putting that to that
Hold on,
example.
hold on,
That's what I'm
hold
going
on.
off of.
Because he was trying to find a solution to a
Okay.
problem.
Okay.
What Sammy just said
It's
is
not a problem.
So there shouldn't be
And then on
finding a
top of that,
solution.
what I was gonna get
Mais
to
ça fait me
after.
dire ça, parce que a lot of the time, it could go both ways. Gen wa fiyan, s'il gen plus, si sex drive li pi ou tout, you know?
Yeah.
If every time, what's gonna happen is that the woman is gonna be the one that's always making the approach. Is
your problem the approach or the act?
Both, because at the end of the day, the person that has the low sex drive or the low libido, okay? You're pas la approach because at the end of the day, si you're pas getting drive like, it doesn't matter to them. You can a whole month, it's cool with them. So what happens is the opposite sex, sometimes it's not even true, but all sorts of things are going in their head. Yeah. They may feel undesired. They may feel, to price out. So that's why I said, only if there's something in place, if it keeps missing, the other person at the end of the line, try to see if you could initiate it. Try to initiate it.
Meet me halfway.
Okay.
That's where I'm coming from with the meeting halfway. Because if I'm the one that's lowering myself to, not myself, I'm talking about like my sex drive to come meet. Because I know yours is low. I'm like, I'm gonna work on this. Yo, if we're missing this, if we're missing that, I know we trying to work together in the marriage.
I have
try
a question.
to see if at least once. You know what? I'm gonna try to come meet him halfway. It's just to balance things out. But it's not. I know where you're coming from. It's not like forcing the person or whatever. It's just to avoid the feeling of not needed or not feeling
rejected.
Too attractive for me.
I can relate to Samuel because in my relationship I have the highest sex drive. And sometimes, like he said, since you're toujours sous ça and moi non pas vraiment sous ça, I feel like I'm always like needing, like we have sex today. It
gets annoying to you.
And it gets annoying because I get it. We don't want to rape whatever that.
Don't rape my butt now.
I guess I done rape him multiple times. But for real, it feels like you're a rapist.
For her, it's like I'll be in the. I know because I already know when she wants it. But
I'm telling you, he reads my body language.
But she's scared. Yeah. It's like if I don't make the move, like I'm like, I know you want it. You dying right next to me. Just don't be. What is impermanent? It's like, bro.
La femme souffrir.
You'll be surprised. It makes me want you more. Like,
Stephanie.
Oui.
Le son Jeff Love connaît jodi c'est Mandel.
But that's what I was gonna ask because m'kone moi-même tout m'gè problème ça. Est-ce que qui problème qui gagne dans mandé? Est-ce que c'est gens lever nous que si nous mandé nous sentir nous laisse?
mais
okay. Okay, but that's
no. I said it gets annoying because
when it's one side,
you're high and we're not low, and I have to compromise according to yours. When are you gonna compromise?
But that's my thing. My thing is, m'pa trouver kako.
So we got three.
No.
We got three scenarios here.
No, still both high and then muna pair. For me, it doesn't matter because I know once I ask.
We trying to hit it. That's what we're trying to do.
We'll be right back.